Hey guys, Monochrome here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Genuinely good to have you. Today we're taking a look at the K-bar, and I really hope I'm not butchering the name. Jarosz 7001 BP Rambler skeleton neck knife. Here it is in front of you. Blade length 2.5 inches, overall length 6 inches. As usual, guys, when this video is over, check out the description below for specs. Let's take a look at the blade. There we are. Now, for some bizarre reason, K-bar claims that this is a drop point blade. Yeah, no, that is clearly a clip point, not a drop point. But let's take a look at the neck sheath. Now, the neck sheath actually has truth in advertising because unlike the clip point that's described in the marketing as a drop point, the sheath 100% accurate. K-bar is not pretending that this is Kydex or any sort of super polymer. Nope, plastic. Basic plastic sheath. That's the marketing. Knife goes in one way, as you can see. Large lanyard hole here. Yeah. Just ordinary plastic. I will say this, the retention in this friction fit basic plastic sheath is very good retention. When you get this neck knife, yes, you can carry it inverted as a neck knife, absolutely. And this will not fall out because the friction fit is that good. Here's the problem, guys. It's basic plastic friction fit. The more you insert the blade into the sheath and pull it out, that friction fit is pretty much guaranteed to loosen up. Now, I'm not saying that it absolutely will loosen up, but that's like saying, okay, chances are the sun will rise in the morning, but I can't guarantee it. Yeah, who knows? Maybe nuclear Armageddon will take place and none of us will see the sunrise in the morning. But realistically speaking, guys, yeah, this friction fit sheath is going to loosen up and you're not going to be able to neck carry it. So this will simply become a blade cover. Here's how thin the blade, the knife, the sheath happens to be. So even though in the future this will simply become a blade cover that you definitely don't want to wear inverted around your neck, I mean, it'll still do a good job of covering the blade. It's just going to be horribly loose. That's just the long-term reality. But it's not as though this is a really expensive knife at all. It's not. It's $14.95. That's the average price. That's MSRP, $14.95. Are you getting a great bargain for that price? No. But realistically, you're getting what you should expect for $14.95 in this day and age. Yep. You can put a lanyard or bead chain through the hole, but if you want this neck knife to lay flat against your chest, I recommend getting a small carabiner clip, put that through there, and then put your cordage or small bead chain through the carabiner. That way it will lay flat against your chest. This knife is designed by Jesse, again, sorry if I'm butchering the name, Jesse Jarosz of Jarosz Knives. It is unfortunately made in China, but what do you expect for $14.95? That's just how it is. And yeah, for $14.95, don't expect a high quality stainless steel. That's not happening. Sorry, guys. What you do get is 5 CR15 MOV. That's right, 5. Not 8, not 9, heck, not even 7. 5. And I get it. That's going to be a deal breaker for a lot of you. But I will say this. Mine arrived hair shaving sharp. Now I get it. It's not going to stay hair shaving sharp for very long with use. But I do want to mention it arrived hair shaving sharp with excellent retention in the sheath. Absolutely excellent. So, what is this knife good for? Well, honestly, in an urban setting, if you don't like using razor knives, with its 2.5-inch blade, it makes a pretty good urban utility knife. Again, check your local laws because there are a lot of jurisdictions where they don't care about blade length. If it doesn't fold, it's not legal. But again, excellent fixed blade, inexpensive utility knife, even in an urban setting. And honestly, considering how thin this is, again, urban setting, grab a fork, grab a spoon, grab a small hand towel or a large paper towel, combine it with this, and you've got a pretty good utensil set for eating lunch. Yeah. This can absolutely be used in an urban setting, not just as a utility knife, but as a knife for eating lunch. Considering that short blade length and its overall looks, you're not too likely to scare the sheeple, especially in an office setting. If someone sees you cutting up your food with this, wiping it down, and then immediately putting it away. When people see knives being used in a harmless way in certain settings, they get used to it. They get used to it. So yeah, that's another use. But this little fixed blade is primarily meant for the great outdoors. If you're going on a hike, I mean, let's be realistic. If you're going on a marked trail and you're going to be gone for maybe 2 hours, 2.5 hours, everything's marked, everything's laid out, no issues, no problems, you can easily backtrack if there's a minor inconvenience. Yeah, you're not going to need a knife. You're not going to need this. If you're an ultralight backpacker, heck, this might be too heavy for you. Although maybe not, who knows? But yeah, if you're going on a hike, you're off the beaten trail, it's going to last days. You're going to need a good cutting tool. Maybe not a huge fixed blade survival knife, but something like this can definitely come in handy. And for those of you who have gone camping for longer than a day, you've probably learned this lesson the hard way. You need to bring backup knives for your backup knives to your primary knife. Why? Because it is so easy to use a knife, put it down, and then all of a sudden, oh, hey, where's my knife? It was just right here. Where's my knife? Well, great job. You put it down somewhere, you forgot about it. Now you can't find it. Oops. Or, and yes, this does happen. Yeah, those woodland critters, they love shiny things. And if they see something shiny, they're liable to run up, grab it in their teeth, and scurry away with it. Now, obviously, that's not going to happen with something like a Becker BK9, but something like this, or maybe a similar small folding knife, oh yeah, it's been known to happen. It's been known to happen. So you go camping for more than a day, you are likely to lose knives. And so something like this really is excellent as a backup knife to your backup knives. One of the really nice things at $14.95, if you lose this, yeah, you're not going to cry about it. Not at all. And you definitely want your backup knives to your backup knives to be as inexpensive as possible. Well, $14.95. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I mean, honestly, there's not much else to say. The thing is, with it being 5 CR15 MOV, you could wash this with soap and hot water. There are a lot of people out there who are afraid to wash their knives. Honestly, something like this, yeah, don't be afraid. Hot soapy water, absolutely excellent. Just be realistic with your expectations about this little guy. And another neat thing I discovered, because this knife is made to a price point, a very low price point, you don't have any sort of special hand finishing or handwork done to it. I mean, I would like to pretend that this was done intentionally, but it's not. What am I talking about? Well, the knife does have several hot spots, 90-degree angles on the handle. Yep. Although, honestly, in my hand, when I'm holding it and using it, I don't feel those hot spots, especially near the back. The thing is, you really don't have much of a 90-degree spine over by the rather obvious clip point blade. But let me show you where you do have a very obvious 90-degree spine. Right here. The spine of the handle. Much less so than what people expect with the blade, but the handle, this is where right here you've got your 90-degree spine. Again, I would like to say that K-Bar did that on purpose. No. When you have a knife made to a price point, you're not going to bother hand finishing any of this. So yeah, take your knife, put it in the sheath, grab it by the sheath, take your ferro rod, and you can throw sparks with it. Now, I'm filming this indoors, which is why I'm not using an actual ferro rod. But yeah, this is definitely a 90-degree spine on the top of the handle portion. You can definitely throw sparks with this spine, with the blade upside down inside the plastic, sheath. And honestly, even when this loosens up, if you have a pack, you can easily still use this, put it down in the pack, don't neck carry it. And honestly, for $14.95, if it does loosen up, well, big deal. So overall, based on its price point, if this was a far more expensive knife, if this was like closer to $40, I would say no way, no. But for $14.95, less than $15, or basically $15 plus tax. I mean, $14.95. Yeah, $15 plus tax. You are getting a surprisingly capable little fixed blade knife that, at least when you initially get it, you can carry it as a neck knife. So yeah, overall, based on the price point, this gets a recommendation from me. I was really surprised at how good this neck knife is, all things considered. Not the greatest bargain out there in the knife industry, but for $14.95, yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all, guys. So yeah, that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, I do recommend it, considering the price point. And guys, I will see you soon. Please stay safe out there. Unfortunately, yes, it's still dangerous.